Hey guys, it's Shadow, and I play Mark Campbell. If you like listening to our games, consider supporting us on Patreon. More patrons directly increase the quality and quantity of the games that we play. Go to patreon.com/critfail to support us. Thanks!
You are at the Comic Relief, the only comic book store in Boulder City. Outside, 4 of the mimes have surrounded a kid and put him in a box, of which he has yelled "not again" and then sat down and waited for the imaginary box to disappear.
Wait, is he really inside a box? Or he's
Dillon,
just...
it's a fake box. They're mimes. You've seen this, yeah?
And they are ice skating down the street.
You know, it's
I'm
like when
confused.
a mime does no. Look, you know when there's mimes and they do that thing where they're like, "Oh no, I'm in a box and it's not a real box. It's an imaginary box," but that's because they're mimes.
How do I even know they're ice skating?
I don't think they are. They're just kind of going. Does it really count as like bullying if they're putting him in a fake box? Because, I mean, he could leave, right? Anyway, why are we here?
There's a new comic that's being released today.
Yeah? What?
Yeah, I wanted to buy it.
Oh, what is it?
I wanted to get the new X-Men one.
Loser.
Yeah, whatever.
Just get whatever comic you want to get. He thinks we're all dweebs anyway.
He says that, but he wants to get a comic too, so...
Double
Yeah.
dweebs, now that I found out that there's 2 libraries in this town.
You just found that out?
Yeah, duh.
What did you
What
think
do
we
you
were
mean,
doing when we said we
duh?
were going to the library? Did you think we meant the school one, even on the weekends?
Well, Lizzie told me the other day there was a school library. It's like, what?
Yeah. You're... What grade are you in and you don't know there's a school library?
And a kid in a 1920s baseball uniform comes in, and his face is white, and he has 2 stars on his face, like Kiss does, although they only had one. And he sort of stands there and he looks around and sees Dillon, and he walks over and he looks at Dillon and he's like, "You don't like the 2-minute warnings, right?"
Slaps his forehead. The jocks.
"Yeah, the jock.
He says to someone on the baseball team.
A strong offense is a strong defense," all that rubbish that they go on with.
Uh-huh. What about it?
And you didn't hear this from me, but I got the cheese, mate.
Cheese me?
Catch up, Dillon.
Look, Dillon, he's no snitch, and you didn't hear this from him, but he'll tell you this one thing.
Yeah, stay out of left field, mate. Stay out of left field. Well,
Left
the
field?
jocks, they've run off with the... You know the new baseman that's come to town last month? The strange one. Or, like...
Oh. Wait. Musician? Baseman? Or...
Oh, baseball! Look, you're talking to a baseball player, Dillon. Get with it. Okay, there's a new kid in school. What about it?
Well, they've,
You drink coffee?
Yeah, well, they stole her base runner and threw it in that creepy hospital out of town. And she's gone looking for it.
Ace runner?
Yeah, 4 legs, tail. Goes quack.
That duck. I don't
Four-legged
know what
duck?
he's. I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, anyway, they've done that because they think it's funny.
They took something of the new kids and threw it in the haunted hospital.
You're quicker than your friend.
I still don't know what you mean by quack, but okay.
You like getting into trouble, and you don't like them. So if you want to get into trouble and annoy them, you can go get the duck.
Why would she have a duck?
Don't
Why
know.
does it
It's
have
not
4
mine.
legs?
Well, duck or no, it's not. If she's gone looking around there, that's not really good, right?
Oh, well, okay. Well, it's just a old hospital.
What do you mean, just an old hospital? It's more than old. It's like from the 20s, and it could be. Who knows what's
Yeah.
in there? They could have all kinds of. I don't know. Back in the 20s, they were using like radium or something. It could be really dangerous.
Well, duh. Radios were invented a long time ago.
Radios?
See you around the bases, loser. And he turns and leaves you to it.
How do you even know the baseball team?
I've filled in for a couple of games when they needed another player on their team.
So he seems to think you'd want to go mess with whatever the football team was doing.
Oh, I guess I'll have to go and undo what they've done.
Well, that house, that building's worse than you think, says George.
What do you mean? What do you know about it?
I know everything about it.
Everything.
Built in 1911, when the government were testing new strands of tuberculosis to kill the poor.
Why would they make a hospital if they were trying to kill people?
They wanted to monitor it, didn't they? They wanted to know what made people tick.
Well, did everyone who ever went there die?
Well, they can't let everybody die. They also needed help because the government, while trying to do this, didn't want to fund it, at least not publicly. So the church did. So there you had a really nice symmetry. You had the afterlife right on tap with the sending people to it. Easy. Good business.
Is this why I didn't know if we should come here?
It had a benefactor that we still don't know who it was, but we suspect.
Who's
me and
we?
the underground. We watch and we listen and we look for the truth. Just like in issue 57 of the Emerald Gaslight. There was something like the Society of Advanced Sciences and Medicine, which was a precursor to what DARPA is. And we think that they got absorbed into it. And you know, DARPA's not something that you can trust.
So, you and this underground look for weird stuff that happens, and the best you've got is about a hospital from 1910.
11.
Did you even? He probably didn't even notice the birds.
What birds?
I
They're
don't think
gone
anyone noticed the
now.
birds.
So, okay, what's dangerous about it now?
That stuff
You know,
that they make doesn't go away.
Is tuberculosis? I thought that was transmitted in like the water or something.
They'd like you to think that.
Hey.
Oh, great.
See, we suspect that all of these weird things like tuberculosis and cancer and alien abduction and erectile dysfunction. They're all transmitted through instant coffee.
Erectile? This?
Erectile dysfunction?
Yes, it's to do with lizards.
Okay.
Oh, eruptile dysfunction.
No, he said reptile.
Oh. Eruptile dysfunction.
Anyway. Okay, so according to you, the only bad thing in there is tuberculosis. So I guess we'll go in and we won't get tuberculosis, and that's it.
And Dillon leans over to Lizzie. Is it weird that I thought I heard him say turbo locusts?
Oh, that needs to be a thing.
He says, I'm writing that down. Good idea, kid. Turbo locust. What's a turbo locust?
Couldn't imagine.
Okay, well, I think he's wrong about the tuberculosis thing, so it's
What is
probably... It's a disease. Tuberculosis. You get inoculated against it, you know? You get a vaccine for it, you know? When you go to the doctor and they're like, here's one for measles, and here's one for mumps, and here's one for tuberculosis. That's why no one
So
really
the
gets
government
it.
can track you.
Sure.
How?
They put a little chip. Tiny.
They don't make chips that small.
How do you know?
Because I've seen about as small as the chips get, and they're not that small, because they were... Never mind about the birds. Anyway. Look. Whatever this duck is, or whatever, someone might have gone in the hospital, and... Haven't you ever heard it's really bad to go there?
Yeah, I only heard stories.
My parents mentioned never to go there.
Yeah, well, your parents say never do a lot of things, but everyone says don't go into the hospital. And not just because of tuberculosis, but... I mean, they call it the haunted hospital. I don't know about that, but it's like... No one ever goes there. Not even
Haunted.
if people run away and need, like, to stay somewhere, they don't go there, and just... Kids don't even go in to, like, write graffiti on the walls or anything. It's just... No one does. So it's probably really bad, and we should probably go see what's up.
Well, it sounds like the new kid's in trouble.
Yeah.
Or at least
Her
their duck is.
Yeah, I don't think that made a lot of sense. I mean, I've never talked to her, but why would she have a duck?
I mean, it's possible, I guess.
Okay, well, if you want to buy your comic, but we better go.
You know what? I can come back for it.
For sure. Wayne, you coming? Want to go to the haunted hospital, Wayne?
Wayne has his Walkman on and can't hear, so he just looks at you blankly.
Okay, somebody just, like, drag him, I guess. Okay, well, Lizzie's leaving the comic store to go towards the hospital.
Mark is going to walk up to the comic book counter. Can you hang on to this for me? I'll come back and pay for it later. Just put it aside, make sure no one gets the last copy.
He takes it and puts it in a cubby hole. There's multiples behind the counter, which seems to be for people who order stuff or need stuff held.
Alright, let's go, guys.
Yeah, we're going.
We're gone.
Wayne will follow.
All right, off to the hospital. It's the 1980s, and Boulder City, Nevada is just your average American small town. People enjoy eating at the diner and walking through the parks. Kids hang out at the arcade or the comic shop after school. People are friendly with their neighbors. It's a nice town. Pleasant. Normal. But every town has its quirks, of course, and in Boulder, there's a few things people know not to talk about. The government organization with headquarters just outside of town. The woods that everyone knows you should stay out of. The odd events that happen every once in a while. But there's always a logical explanation. Of course. Always just a misunderstanding that gets cleared up. Nothing to worry about. That's what the adults say, anyway. But the kids know better. Strange things are happening in Boulder, even if the adults don't believe it. Talking birds, dinosaurs, murder, time travel, disappearances, evil robots, just to name a few. And it all seems to tie back to that shadowy organization. So, why not come visit Boulder? See the Hoover Dam, have a milkshake at the diner, chat with the friendly locals. Just keep an eye out for anything strange. It's a nice little town, but better safe than sorry, right? Oh, and please, stay out of the woods.
Exterior. It gets more cloudy as you approach. There is a large iron gate with old stone pillars on either side. A big iron fence that's about 6 feet tall goes all the way around. The main gate, however, is open, and what once might have been a stone paveway is now a lot more.
Dilapidated?
It is muddy, but it doesn't look like it's rained for a little bit. The forest, you can see, has now pushed itself against the back of the sanatorium's grounds. The building itself is a looming grey shadow. There is no light that shines from within, and the walls are covered with a grime, and the windows prevent any light reflecting from the outside. The stonework is stained. Steps lead up to 2 large wooden doors, which must enter into the main lobby.
I mean, I don't see anyone.
Do you hear any quacking?
I don't really think she has a duck. Why would she have a duck? And he did say 4 legs. Maybe it's like a dog or cat or rabbit or something.
Do rabbits have 4 legs? I guess
Yes!
they do.
Wait, what?
How many legs do you think a rabbit has?
It's got the 2 back ones and the 2 front ones that...
Which makes 4.
Yeah, but are those legs? They're kind of like little
Yes.
paws. Little hands
Well,
thing.
cats have paws, right? And dogs have paws. You have an interesting mind.
Lizzie is stunned into silence. If there's no one out here, does that mean we've gotta go in?
Well, I can't hear anything. I can't see anything other than this dilapidated pile of brick and mortar.
I mean, I guess
Doesn't
we
look as scary. I mean,
I mean,
heck, the sun's out.
not outside.
How scary can it be?
It's gonna be dark inside.
You got your torch, don't you?
Yeah.
It can't be as bad as that time that we faced off against velociraptors. I mean, it's just a building, right? I'm
Or
sure
that
it's
time
not
we faced
actually
off against
haunted.
That was light.
the robot.
Lizzie, are you scared of the dark?
You don't know that by now?
I guess it never occurred to me.
Well, I just don't like it, okay?
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm sure there's... Well, you can see there's windows. They're kind of grimy, but I'm sure there's some light being let through.
Yeah, whatever. Let's just go in. She's gonna pull her flashlight out of her backpack.
Yeah, don't worry, Lizzie. I'll stand in front of you.
Yeah, that'll make it brighter.
Yep. And Dillon will kick open the front doors. Hello, crazy people. We are here to not be crazy.
Oh, what?
We're looking for a duck.
That sounds crazy.
Quack. Quack, quack. Quack. What?
And on that cue, entrance Kelly. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
As the door is thrown open and the light floods into the room, you see a figure all in black kneeling on the floor halfway to a desk, a brown paper bag in one hand and the other hand extended out towards the desk. The face looking back over their shoulder in shock is very white in the light that's flooding in. Long, straight black hair with a white streak frames the face and continues to flow down over a distressed black denim bolero jacket and a black t-shirt with a logo. A short, black, ruffled netted skirt with ripped black leggings tucked into black and white Converse sneakers complete the outfit. Dark makeup make the startled eyes stand out all the more as the head whips around, looking at the door and the sounds emanating from there, and then whip back to where the hand was outstretched. A girlish voice cries out, "Zazu, no!" And your eyes are drawn to the startled black cat as it streaks for a hole in the vent in the wall. The girl bows her head in frustration a moment and her hand drops. Before she sighs and slowly gets to her feet, brushing off her knees, and turns to you and in a slightly clipped tone asks, "Yes, can I help you?"
See, it wasn't a duck.
Hey,
Duck?
God, it's a black and white ghost.
What?
I mean, goth. Wait, what? What the heck are you doing here?
What are you doing here? I'm after my cat.
She's the one that they said got. Well, okay. We were here because.
Oh, right, the new kid.
Yeah, Dillon knows someone on the base. Oh, wait, we're not supposed to say it was him. Dillon knows someone non-specific who said that the football team threw your duck in here, but it looks like it was a cat.
Yeah, I don't have a duck. Although that would make my life even a little more tougher. No, they threw my cat in here.
Anyway, it's really not good to be in here, so we came to see if you were okay.
She kind of looks over the group and spies Mark there and just kind of stops for a moment and then smiles a little bit and nods her head. I've seen you all around. I guess I could use your help now and I gesture towards the vent. Because I don't know where Zazu's gone now. And it is kind of dark in here. I imagine it gets darker the farther in we go.
Lizzie clicks her flashlight on.
Ah, someone's smart.
She sure is.
Oh, I'm Jhillian, by the way.
Hi.
Right, Jhillian. I've seen you at the library before.
Yeah, you helped me find the book on plants.
Yes, I remember.
Did
nice,
you
nice
introduce
to see you
yourself
again.
then, or are you going to do it now?
I'm Mark, in case you forgot.
No, I hadn't forgotten.
I'm Lizzie.
Hi, Lizzie.
Hello?
Dillon?
And that's Wayne. He doesn't talk much.
Hi, Dillon. Hi, Wayne. I've heard your music as you pass by, Wayne. You've got some good tunes.
He waves. It kind of does like a bow.
You see that there's a Walkman clipped to Jillian's belt as well. It's not playing at the moment. Have you ever been in here before?
No.
How big can it be? And
It's
Dillon
pretty
flips up
big,
his hand.
Dillon. It's a hospital.
Well, it's not like this is a big town. How big could it have been in the 1900s?
We're still in the 1900s.
Oh, yeah.
Jhillian heads over to the vent and starts looking in the vent to see if she can see Zazu.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of thought we were looking for a duck.
I mean, even if it was a duck, I don't think yelling quack would have helped, Dillon.
I was like a mating call.
I see.
Or a call to go south. Then,
Go south?
yeah, right? Because they probably talk to each other. Quack, quack, let's go south. Quack, quack.
We
Right?
don't want it to go. Firstly, it's a cat, so it doesn't matter. But secondly, if it was a duck, we don't want it to go south. We want it to get out of the vent. Do you know what cat call for get out of the vent?
Meow?
You're funnier than I thought. I suspect he's farther back there now. We might have to find another vent.
I guess we
Lizzie,
can take
can
a
you
look.
can you try and shine your flashlight in and see if you can see Zazu?
Yeah. Lizzie's gonna go bend down by the vent and shine the flashlight in and see if she can see a cat. I don't see the cat. It sounds weird in here.
Can you fit in there?
I mean, I think so.
I don't think you should crawl in there. I mean, if this building is like early 1900s, I wouldn't-
1911, apparently. Exactly.
I wouldn't trust any of this then.
Well, I won't go in if I don't have to.
I'm sure it comes out somewhere else. I mean, these things tend to. I mean, I've been in other large buildings. Our old school used to have these vents along the floors, and they'd come out every once in a while because that's how they shared the heat up from the basement and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, so we don't want you to get cooked. So
Yeah, I'd rather not. We've never been in here because no one ever goes in here.
But it's
Ever.
haunted, I heard. Nobody ever comes in looking for ghosts.
Never.
haunted.
I thought that would be the exciting part of this whole thing.
There's plenty going on in Boulder already. I don't know if we need to add ghosts.
Yeah, talking birds, velociraptors, robots.
You don't believe in ghosts?
Well, all that stuff was DARPA's doing. I mean, I guess they could have made ghosts, but I mean, this place just being haunted with ghosts, it doesn't make any scientific sense.
Okay, so Mark doesn't believe in ghosts, apparently.
What if they're psychic echoes, though, left behind by people that have passed away under torment?
That's what ghosts would be, I
Say
think.
what?
I mean, my dad used to read books about ghosts and stuff, and he said they were like a metaphysical manifestation of energy.
The energy part I got.
Aren't you like a goth chick? Don't you have like a Gigi board or something?
It's a Gigi board.
Gigi board? Oh,
G-
a Ouija board?
Oh,
I have one of those, but not on me, of course. They're fun to play with. You probably noticed by now under the logo that she has on her shirt, which is for a goth band, it just says Future Ghost.
Wait.
Well,
Why did you say it was dangerous?
it just is. I mean,
Comic Boy George reckons it's dangerous.
well, not
I mean,
just
it's
him.
just-
Nobody
Boy-
goes here. Nobody ever. Nobody comes in to do graffiti. Nobody comes in just to say they're brave. Nobody comes in to camp out if they don't have anywhere else to go. Nobody.
It could be like there's rotten boards and stuff, and people don't want to get hurt.
Yeah, you think that'd stop kids wanting to do graffiti?
Well, why would you want to do graffiti where no one ever goes? I
Well,
thought
where
the
would you
point
do
of
graffiti if you were gonna?
was to do it in an area where lots of people are going to see it.
Yeah, but you have to practice.
Yeah.
Well,
Is
if you're...
there actually no graffiti? I hadn't noticed. That is super weird.
Turns from Lizzie to Jhillian and scratching his head. He's go, so, what did you do to cheese off the TMWs?
Oh, is that those muscle-bound idiots?
Football team.
They just took a dislike to me, I guess. I tried to be quiet. I tried to stay out of people's way since I got here. I mean, you're the first people that have really spoken to me. I don't know what I did. I guess they just don't like the way I look.
They're just jerks.
Yep. They're always just looking for a fight.
I don't like the way you look. Doesn't mean I'm going to have to be mean to you.
Don't be rude, Dillon.
What?
It's okay. It's not everybody's taste, and that's part of the whole goth and punk
Yeah,
stuff.
but he's rude. It's fine. He calls us dweebs all the time.
Double dweebs now, Lizzie.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? There's 2 libraries in this town.
Oh my gosh, you're still on about that?
All right. Are we going to head inside or what?
We're already inside.
Oh, I mean inside as in like into the darkness, to the depths of this evil place alleged that we will probably all end up dying and come back as ghosts ourselves.
Do you think? Oh, that would be awesome.
I'll blame you. And
Ooh.
he points to Soup.
How's it his fault?
Well, he's obviously not listening.
Okay, well, where would a cat go? It's a hospital. I don't.
The vent seems to travel. The vent seems to travel along this wall. As long as it doesn't curve too much, we can start heading this way and see if it comes out somewhere.
Well, which way did the cat go?
When do you feed your cat?
In the evenings. I actually that's what you caught me do. I was offering him a tidbit. It looked like he was going to come until the door kind of.
Well, that's what I was
Drew
going to
open.
say.
Someone
I mean,
yelled quack.
I thought I could smell fish.
Yeah, some of my lunch left over.
Okay, Mark, which way did you say the cat went?
Well, the vent here, it went into the vent. It's on
Yeah,
the
but the
right.
vent, you can go each way, right? So,
Well, it's on the right wall.
Well, if we don't want to go wandering around in here without knowing where we're going, do you want to go back to the library and get some, like, what do you call them?
you think they'd have a map or something? Like floor plans of... I guess they might.
Yeah.
But should we really leave with the cat is still...
No, I'm going to find my cat.
Well, I
you
guess we could run back real quick and just... Lizzie's gonna go try the door.
Why'd you close the doors?
I didn't.
They did that earlier. I think there's an odd draft.
They just slammed closed.
Dillon will walk up to the doors and open them.
He cannot. They are locked,
Dillon will shake the doors.
but they do not open.
Why aren't you opening them?
Open! As he's checking them. Sesame.
What are you doing? Just open them.
Stop
They're
messing
not
around,
opening.
Dylan.
What do you mean they're not opening?
Hey, okay, and he puts his hands up and he backs away from the doors.
Mark will kind of push past him and pull on one of the door handles. What the heck?
Did
Must
it lock? Where's the lock?
automatically.
Well, where's the lock?
There's just a keyhole. I don't.
Well, there's no... It can't have locked if there's no key.
Maybe it's electronic?
Yeah, built in 1911?
Well,
Maybe.
Dweeb over here was saying it's DARPA's fault.
Maybe they just slammed hard and they're old and something jammed. Maybe we can find a crowbar or something in here.
Maybe.
Or maybe there's ghosts.
Stop it!
I hope so.
I guess that'd be better than birds.
Oh, have you guys seen Amityville Horror?
No.
The really creepy house, and it like drives people insane. And
My parents
Cool.
won't let me watch that, but I've heard about it.
Sounds like Dillon would have.
maybe we'll see some action like that. Let me know if you see like a swarm of flies or something.
Flies. That probably means there's something dead, and I don't want to find anyone else dead, you know?
Oh, yeah. It was a 79 horror film.
Anyone else?
He just, from his mind, goes, oh, yes, a 79 horror film.
Lizzie, anyone else? You found a dead body before?
Yeah.
Wayne holds up his fingers and like a 2.
Yeah, that's true.
2?
Yeah.
You weren't kidding that Boulder City has a lot of going on.
We tend to run into trouble more than the average
But
people.
don't tell anyone because, well, okay, fine. Our parents know about the first one because the police found that one. But the second one, well, they found him, and they do know that was us too, but I don't remember what we're not telling them anymore. What are we
It
not
wasn't
telling them?
us. We didn't kill the
Well,
person.
no, but we found him. It was the well, no, it wasn't. What are we saying?
Stuff.
Strange stuff happens, and it's DARPA's fault.
Yeah, strange stuff's been happening the last few weeks.
More than a few weeks.
Well, there was the birds.
You're still stuck on the birds. You think the birds were worse than the robot?
Well, at least the robots weren't crazy.
The one that took a lady's face off and wore it wasn't crazy?
What?
Okay, that one no one knows, so that's a secret.
A robot was
Oh.
wearing a lady's face?
Yeah.
Like drawn on or something, right?
No, he cut it off.
An actual face? That's gross.
Yeah, I guess we found 3 bodies, huh?
Oh my god. I need to hang out with you people more often.
Lizzie's starting to realize how many dead people we
We're
found.
just
I
clocking up
realized
the-
your number was
the body
wrong.
count.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't counting Lena. The robot claimed she wasn't dead when we got there, so it might not count.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there were dinosaurs in the forest, but not here. Actually, that was here, but it also.
There's only one forest, Dillon.
Would you believe we also went back in time, or was?
Yeah, we
Or
did.
we could have went forward in time
No,
because
it wasn't
like
forward. There were dinosaurs.
I think I'm gonna look for my cat down this way.
Okay, fine. Everyone stop. We just need to stop sounding crazy and go find the cat.
Yeah, no one's gonna believe anything you say when you say it like that, Dillon.
We don't want anyone to believe it anyway, so that's better.
like what?
Alright, let's look for the cat. So we're
Yeah.
gonna head right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Whatever
what's the
way
cat's
you
name?
think it went. Jhillian, you were saying Zazu?
Yes, I named him after the lyrics of a Pet Shop Boys song.
Ah, nice. Got it. Zazu.
A large wooden desk is the centerpiece of the room, stained and dusty. The drawers of the wooden table are all pulled out as if someone had been searching for something. The carpet is now a muddy red and it is torn. To the top and bottom of the lobby are 2 old elevators. The doors are open and the lifts are not there. Just.
Oh, so there's multiple levels.
Mark wants us to go right, it sounded like. So if we turn right, the lobby is 2, so we're turning down that hallway, going towards the bottom of the map, I guess.
Wish I had brought a flashlight now as well.
Wow, it's really dark and dim in here.
Any
Yeah.
strange noises?
I mean, there was a sound in the vents, kind of like wind, but I don't know. Maybe there's a draft.
There's the creaking of floorboards. And Mark does a little hop.
But does anyone hear a cat?
Can't say I do.
Zazu!
Does he answer when you call him?
He might meow or he might show up. I haven't had him since he was a little kitten. I got him when I came to town. My aunt let me adopt him. I believe he was maybe a street cat before then. So, I mean, he's pretty smart. So,
Cats are good.
I mean, he knows I feed him.
I mean, there's an awful lot of doors. Where would the vent go? It could go into any of those rooms, couldn't it?
Yeah, but he can't get out unless there's another hole or if there's a vent off.
There could be one anywhere. This place is falling apart.
Well, start looking.
Okay, Lizzie's gonna open the closest door, which I guess.
Dillon will open up number 15 on the right.
And she's honestly slightly surprised the door opened. I guess she assumed it would be locked or something, but when it swings open, she will take a look inside the room.
Each room has space for 2 beds. The floor is covered in dust and there are no footprints. The beds are simple, wire spring, and look extremely uncomfortable, even if they'd have been new. Some have no beds. 1 bed or 2 beds. The walls have dark stains except for the space, which is slightly more pale from where a cross would have hung. From somewhere further down the hall, the sound of a squeaking is echoing down the passage.
There's nothing in here except beds. What's that sound?
Is that like a mouse squeaking or
Sounds
This
more
is-
mechanical.
Like a door hinge?
Sounds like the wheel of like a shopping cart or something.
Why would there be a shopping cart in here?
I don't
Might be-
know.
might be a stretcher?
Or a wheelchair.
Well, I don't even see an opening for the vent in here, so there's no cat in this room.
All right, well, do you guys want to check out the mechanical sound and I'll check in this room?
You want us to go see what's making that sound?
Sure, why not?
'Cause I don't know. Fine. I'll go get murdered by whatever it is.
I'll come with you because you have the light.
Uh-huh. Alright, Lizzie's off to find the source of the sound with a flashlight, and whoever wants to join.
Mark is following.
Is Wayne tagging along?
Wayne will stay with Dillon.
Okay.
You move further down the passage, your light casting long shadows, and towards the bottom, a old rusty wheelchair with no one in it rolls and stops in the center of the passage. It's metal. Rust has eaten into much of its metal. It has large wheels that are spoked. They look more like old bicycle wheels than medical.
Hmm.
Why
Think-
was that rolling?
Is
Maybe there
someone
are
messing
ghosts.
with us?
Nobody
Mark
goes in.
it-
What, you think the football team's hanging out in here?
Maybe.
Nah, they're a bunch of cowards.
Lizzie's gonna shine the light around and look to see if she could see anyone there.
Mark is
Huh?
going to run a little bit forward and turn the corner.
Where she's shining the light. What are you doing?
Mark calls from the distance. I didn't think this through. I can't see anything over here.
Hey, well, come back. I'm the one with the light.
You come over here.
No!
Mark walks back.
We don't want to get too far ahead if Dillon and Wayne are still back there.
Yeah, but if someone was messing with us, they're probably going to be gone by the time we go over there.
So, we're not here to find someone messing with us. We're here to find a cat.
Well, maybe the cat knocked it down the hallway.
Would a cat do that?
Well, it could have been against the wall and got bumped.
Guess. Seems pretty heavy for a cat, though.
Look back to see if Dillon and Wayne are catching up.
And Lizzie bends down and picks up a piece of paper off the ground and is reading it with the flashlight. There's a page from someone's diary on the floor. That's talking about some guy being handsome. I don't think this is relevant to anything.
Hmm. Is it old or is it new?
It's really old. Look. And she'll hold it out, and it's an old faded piece of paper. And written on it are the words, Chester, such a handsome young man, popular with all the girls.
Ew.
I second that.
You also agree that Chester from like 100 years ago is handsome?
No, I second the ew.
Oh, that makes more sense.
These rooms have been trashed. Shelves have been smashed and torn from the wall. Boxes are broken. Glass and old hypodermic needles are scattered around the room. And on the wall, scratched into the plaster, is the word forgotten.
Are they still in that room back there? Do we need to go find them?
Maybe they found a way out.
Well, then they tell us.
Would they? Orin
Yeah?
doesn't speak, and Dillon would just leave.
Lizzie's gonna start walking back towards the room that they were checking.
Mark will follow.
Jhillian will call out for Zazu a couple more times and then follow.
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll find your cat.
Yeah, just a big place.
It can't have gone that far.
He's a little bit of an escape artist. He's gotten out of the house a few times, so I don't know. He can get into and out of places.
Well, I guess we'd better hurry then.
Lizzie's gone to the room that the other two went into to see what's taking them so long.
Well, there's nothing in here except some, there's stuff tipped over and stuff that I can see anyway. And someone has been in here because there's graffiti that says forgotten.
What do you mean graffiti? She's gonna shine her
Dillon
light on the wall.
points.
I mean, is that graffiti? It's not like spray painted.
It's not like it's written in blood or anything.
No, it looks like it's just scratched into the wall. It's not how people usually do graffiti.
Well, it is if you don't have graffiti tools.
Maybe it was scratched in with fingernail. Somebody should
Ugh, that
trash
would be
the place.
terrible.
Oh, you just sent shivers up my spine.
Terrible, terrible. Well, there was a
I
wheelchair.
like how you think.
And it was moving on its own.
The cat probably pushed it. We should head down that way
We-
next.
Cat.
So it was a wheelchair.
Yeah. And it was moving.
Well, Cat probably jumped off it, which pushed it down the hallway.
That's what you two keep saying, but we didn't see the cat.
We also didn't see any ghosts, so don't worry.
Exactly worried about ghosts. Ghosts would probably be fine, right? I mean, aren't they incorporeal?
I mean, they're not real, so it's hard to say.
Guess that makes them incorporeal if they're not real.
Either way, they're incorporeal.
Till they take over somebody's body.
I don't think it's ghosts that are supposed to possess people, though, right?
Does that mean they're
Spirits.
part of a corporation? Or like
Oh,
DARPA?
What?
You keep saying corporeal.
Incorporeal. And that has nothing to do with a corporation. Well, except for the fact that they're the same Latin root word. Corpus. Body.
Yeah, but does somebody that works for a corporation and they work inside a big building, does that make them incorporeal? That's funny.
They still have a body, though, so I don't think
I'm
so.
confused. I vote we go down the hallway.
Okay.
Jillian's going to take a moment to check her compass just to make sure that she's got an idea, because she should have done that when she came in, because when she goes hiking and stuff, she takes a kind of a reading at where she is to begin with and knows what directions are what. So she'll do that here close to the opening. She just wants to make sure that she knows which direction, like, so that if she has to head back north, she can get back here or something.
What do you got there?
Oh, it's an old compass my father gave me. My parents are divorcing, and so each of them gave me a gift and sent me out here to my aunt's for a while.
Wow.
It's like brass.
That's harsh. Both your parents don't want you.
Dillon!
So they sent you away?
I hadn't really thought of it that way. They said it was so while they were clearing things up so that I wasn't caught in the middle of stuff.
Can you be any more insensitive?
Adam's laughing, not Dillon.
Dillon just starts laughing.
Dillon just rolls
Any
up his
more
sleeves.
insensitive, you asked? As he starts laughing. I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna think of it like that. Thank you.
He's just a jerk. Ignore him.
What a jerk.
Yeah? Then why'd you say that?
Well, if your dad says, go away, I don't want you to be with me while I'm arguing with your mother, and then your mother says, go away, I don't want you to be near me because I'm arguing with your dad, then
Yeah, well, if I said both your parents are never home, that means they don't like you. Would that be nice?
that would be true.
Ugh. That's not why they're not there, and that's not why she's here.
They care more about their business than they do me. I'm just a toy for them to show off to their other rich friends.
That's a little harsh.
It's true. Anyway, I got some bullies plans to mess up, so let's go find your kitty.
Yes, please.
Guess we're going back down the hallway. The wheelchair got pushed down. Lizzie's gonna start heading back down the hallway we were going down before.
What's down that way? And
Which way?
Jhillian, when we get to the intersection, we'll point down the toward further into the building.
Towards 6 or?
Yeah, towards 6.
I don't know. I mean, do we think the cat went down there?
Guess it's possible.
Looks like it kind of opens up.
Well, do we want to look there or keep going down this hallway? I don't care. They're both just as dark.
There's also some doors here we haven't checked. This one looks open. I guess the cat could have.
We'll check
Going
it.
in.
See if it's just more beds. Which one's he
And-
opening?
Mark will open the door labeled 11 on the map.
It is washrooms. He opens the door, and there are old toilet stalls and basins.
Yeah,
So?
it's just a washroom. I'm not seeing anything of particular notes. It's
No
very
Zazu?
old. No.
Jhillian will keep opening the doors as she passes them, so just each of the number 4s as she goes down.
Yeah, they're all the. Some have
Beds.
one bed, some have 2, some have none. They were definitely patient rooms.
Beds, more beds. So, do we want to go down in there or keep going down the hallway?
Well, if Zazu's scared, I can't imagine him running out in the opening, so maybe just keep going down the hallway.
Okay. Lizzie's going to open the next door, which was next to Mark's washroom, which is 12.
On the walls are a mixture of crayon drawings that are very faded and dusty and stained now. They look quite old. There is a table at the front, which is possibly a nurse station, or was. However, the smaller beds have teeth guards, they have leather restraints, and there is a broken cane in the corner. The walls show deep scratches and lines of brown after each one. And on the floor is an old photo.
Lizzie's going to walk into the room and pick up the photo.
And it is a picture of a young boy with dark hair. It is black and white, and it says, "Remember Timothy? Still here," on the front.
This room's weird.
Yeah, those. I wonder if that's. She's just pointing and staring at the red marks.
Blood?
I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah.
But there's crayon, too. And then... What's that? And she'll pick up the broken cane. Lizzie's gonna look at the cane and sort of drop it back down. I don't think this is a very good place.
Oppressive.
These beds are different.
Those
got-
teeth guards look horrible.
Well, the other ones didn't, like, tie people to them, I don't think.
Well, Zazu's not in here.
What kind of hospital needs to tie its patients to the bed?
I guess if they wanted to leave?
Well, they used to do shock therapy and stuff way back then.
There's a picture of a kid, but it's really old, so... Well, I don't know. And she'll put it down on one of the beds, because she doesn't really have any reason to keep it. That's weird. This picture is... It's like it has a conversation on it.
Remember Timothy, he's still here, and then yes?
The front says, "Remember Timothy, still here." And then the back just says yes.
Could somebody remembered him?
I guess. Or he's still here.
Well, it is an old photo.
If he's still here, he's long dead.
I guess. Well, let's keep looking.
Tales from the Loop is produced by Free League Publishing, starring SPG as Wayne, Shadow as Mark, Emily as Lizzie, Raveninsane as Dillon, Ghost as the Storyteller, and introducing Kelly as Jhillian. Music and FX by Sirenscape and Epidemic Sounds. This has been a Crit Fail production. Thanks for listening. A large wooden desk is the centerpiece of this room, stained
Aren't we in
and
the
dusty.
lobby?
Yes, that's why I'm giving you the description, dumbass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Continue.
I'll
Helen's
give you
just looking around going, aren't we in the lobby already?
Yeah,
Oh,
so you know what? I'll give you the description for the comic book store now. How's that?
He's telling us because we're there.
And there is a sense of malevolence. Now I'm doing a
Malevolence.
malevolence. You can feel this
Malevolent.
sort of. Thank you.
You said it wrong, Adam. Why are you...
I know.
What?